Good morning again. Yesterday I talked about how do you wake up and set your autopilot and just do routine, and then set up the rest of your routines and hope they just go smoothly until you go to sleep? Or do you wake up and get filled with excitement and say, today I'm going to do this thing that I love. It's going to be amazing. And then focus on how excited you are about that thing and just fly through your routines without even thinking about them because you can't wait to get to that thing. Now, there may be some people out there for what I'm describing is like, of course, how else would you live? But I think there's a lot of people who are like, ooh, I would love to live like that. But yeah, I just do routine, and hope that 2 or 3 of those routines don't blow up or give me some unexpected problem. And if they do, then I have to adjust or whatever. And, you know, I said, there's blood isn't pumping through your veins for you to brush your teeth and iron your clothes and, you know, check your email and all that stuff. That's not why you're alive. You haven't been given the most precious gift of life so that you can maintain it like you're some kind of computer that needs to be dusted, or you're some kind of just object that needs to be maintained. Like, you are the most creative being on earth that was given a gift for just a few years to do anything, to change the world, to change yourself, to live the most exciting life ever, to be given responsibility and authority to help other people live their most exciting lives ever. And if you wake up every morning and you don't have that thought in your head, you're automatically on the wrong track and you are going to not be happy. It's as easy as it gets. Like, your waking moment should be, my life is for, pick your highest dream. Pick that one thing underneath all the other things that you've settled for, the one thing that was your burning desires, maybe since you were a little kid, maybe you discovered it later, you know what it is, and maybe it's 2 or 3 things, but it's those white hot, like, living my most excited, deliriously happy life. And if you can't live that exact thing today because it requires some things being in place that can't all be put in place in one day, it's impossible. It would take weeks or months of making changes in your life to even begin to approach one of those things. Then the least you can do is today take a big step in that direction. At least alter your direction. And that enough can be enough to, like, super excite you and get you to fly through the teeth brushing and the showering and the shampooing and all the other little things that don't matter. They're just to keep you just a teensy bit more clean and presentable as you do what really does matter, which is get to those dreams. So the other thing is, if you're in a mindset of searching for your dreams, things are not going to bother you. Bullies are not going to bother you. Annoyances are not going to bother you. Family members with their different behavior patterns that grate against yours are not going to bother you. You're going to run roughshod past it. You're going to fly through that stuff, and people are going to notice that you're suddenly a little less, whatever negative behavior patterns you have, you're suddenly a little less cranky, a little bit less, I don't know, down, gray, whatever it is, you know what it is. And if you're self-aware, you know what it is. And if you don't, ask some people to honestly, it's hard to get honesty out of people because people do not want to tell other people how they really see them if it's negative, because hardly anyone can receive it. Hardly anyone can hear it. Nobody wants to deal with that. But if you're listening to this far, we're 4.5 minutes in. If you're still listening, you're probably the type of person who wants to be self-aware and wants to live their best life. So the first thing I said yesterday is wake up and think of something that will make you happy today. And it doesn't have to be earth-shattering. It just has to be something in line with your most important purpose. So if your most important purpose, if what makes you happiest on earth is making other people happy, then determine today you're going to do one thing that you might put off for weeks or not normally do every day. You're going to call one person that you know you're good at cheering up, and you're going to spend 15, 20 minutes cheering that person up. Or you're going to buy a surprise gift for somebody because you love the look on someone's face when you give them a gift unexpectedly. I'm making stuff up. I know this applies to a few people, but you know what yours is. You know that thing you can do. That white hot thing. And now if it's your day off and you're chilling, then maybe your happiest thing is to go to your favorite restaurant. And that's awesome too. But on your days, on your not days off, on your normal days, you should have a white hot thing that doesn't involve food, unless your dream is to be some kind of chef. That doesn't involve, you know, just giving yourself some little pleasures, but something like where you're contributing to the rest of your little world, whatever that is, your family, your friends, your community, your coworkers, whatever it is that you know. Now, so the first thing is to wake up and say, push all that other stuff out of your head. I have to do X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. Push all that out and say, today I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this thing that makes me happy that I don't always do. That's the first thing. Purpose it in your mind. I'm going to do it today. Then get excited about it. Like, if it doesn't excite you, you're picking the wrong thing. Get super excited and blow through all your routines in a like exciting race to get to that thing. Now, here's the other thing I'm going to add to it. 7 minutes in, I'm adding the second part. The first part is get excited about one thing first thing in the morning and let that drive your day. The second thing is understand that you live in a battle. And I talked about this for like half an hour in another video. Your life is a battleground. It's always going to be that way. You shouldn't be afraid of it being that way. You should welcome it being that way, because you were designed to want to battle. We're all that way. Whether you think you're the most peaceful, relaxed person on earth, deep down inside, you get excited about a challenge. You get excited about something that causes you to rise up and show your best effort in something you're good at. And so you might think of playing a video game, playing a sport, playing a board game. Something you're good at excites you. But your family member that you grate with all the time getting in your face and annoying you does not excite you. You have to turn that around, and you have to think of it like that was designed to be part of your daily game, your daily sport, was to figure out how to navigate those difficult people, how to navigate, like in this other video, I said every problem in your life was specifically designed to give you a battle that's just strong enough for you to handle, that if you decide you're going to fight it head on, you're going to become an amazing person. But if you cower away from it, it's going to start beating you up. So, number one, start your day with one thing you're going to do today that's going to make you super excited. Number two is know right off the bat that there is something big that's going to stop you from doing that one thing you want to do. There might be a bunch of things that will stop you, but you can usually narrow it down to one specific word of something, what usually stops you from doing what you love. Complacency, laziness, routines. You have so many routines stacked up that they bring you all the way to bedtime. Maybe you don't need all of them. Maybe you can shortcut some of them. Maybe you don't need to spend that much time in the shower. Maybe you don't need to, you know, you can cut out one of these things and open up some time. Maybe, whatever, you know what it is. You know what stops you. So number one, get excited about doing the thing. Number two, identify what is going to stop you from doing that thing. And determine you are going to fight it. You're going to fight the battle. You're going to beat the crap out of it. And you're going to do your thing. And don't think of it as like, oh gosh, there's one more thing I have to do. I have to do X, Y, and Z and all my routines, and then I have to fight this stupid thing. No, think of it like today is going to be so fun, because not only am I going to do the thing I love, I'm going to beat the crap out of the thing that tries to stop me every time. That's two awesome things. I'm going to do something I love, and I'm going to feel great about it, better than I felt in weeks. And I'm going to stop the thing that usually prevents me from doing what I love, and that's going to give me even more confidence. And then maybe more ideas will pop into my head about stuff that I've been putting off for so long, that other things I really love. And suddenly the whole world will start to open up, and it won't look like such a scary, morbid, dreadful, routine place, but it'll start to look like an adventure, which is what it was always supposed to be. Your life is an adventure. I don't care if you're 17 or 79. If you still have breath in you, if your blood's still pumping, you have an adventure waiting for you. Whatever that means, go get it. But it's so easy. It just starts with one thing that makes you happy and battling one thing that will stop you from that. That's it. That's all you need today. Find the one thing that makes you happy, determine to do it, and find the one thing that would stop you normally and determine to knock it out before it gets close. Have an awesome day, guys.